Hey everybody, this is Iris Paradox, and welcome back to Monstrum. So, in our last episode, we sort of got royally trolled by the Kurobashi monster. So, let's see if we can avoid that situation again. We came so close to getting off by the submarine, and what really makes me mad is the fact that we didn't even get any sound indication that he had actually shown up. He was just around the corner waiting for me. So, let's try and avoid that this time. Alright, let's get started. And as promised, I'm going to go ahead and read the notes that I believe I haven't gone over, if I have any new ones, before I leave the locker. Loading screen still takes a little bit, even on an SSD, but it's procedurally generated, so I've come to kind of accept that. Alright, let's look at our notes. We have all the notes, so note number 1. I was looking through the container manifest on the night shift, and there seems to be a misprint. Container 106 is listed Telon as its point of origin. I've never seen this serial before, and it doesn't match any of the other container blocks on board. Thought you might want to look into it. Good morning, Brody. So we've read that one already. Let's see, Brody. Okay, this is a direct response, I think. No, this is another question to Brody. Brody, I checked up on the serial number, and you're right. It doesn't exist. No, it is a direct response. It doesn't exist. However, I was able to find the sender as Mr. S. Kobayashi. I wondered why he was traveling with us. It would seem that he's bought a new residence in L.A. and figured he could use his own boat as free transportation. I guess if you want to know what's inside, you can ask him. I like my job too much. Good night, Larry. So, yeah, that was a direct response to Larry, I'm guessing, was the first note sender. Yeah, this is to Larry now. Larry, or maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out as we go. I opened the container 106 at the start of my shift. Doorway blocked off with a bunch of old books, floor to ceiling. I just left it. Later, when I sent Chekhov out on patrol, he came back and told me one of the containers was damaged. Container 106, it looks like it fucking exploded. Maybe we should ask some questions. Good morning, Brody. Yes, that's a wonderful way to start the morning, realizing that not only did your friend Larry screw up and leave the container open when Chekhov went to go explore or patrol the deck, but it exploded, so yeah, and now you have physical evidence in the way of this note. Note number 6. Ship Doctor's Report, February 14th, 1977. Received 2 patients, ABSG Chekhov, oh dear, and C. Wilson with second-degree scalding to face and upper body consistent with exposure to pressurized steam. Yeah, we know all about that. Both patients were showering when burned. Luckily, they were found quickly and early treatment administered. Wounds were cooled and cleaned, loose dressing applied, discharged with instruction to avoid physical labor, which could rupture blistering, causing infection and, of course, pain. Prescription relayed to Captain Mikhailson for ship rota adjustment. Dr. Zhao, copy received by ship quartermaster for archiving. 5. Brett, the captain sent me the details on Chekhov and Wilson. They were scalded by the shower. According to them, the water stopped for a second and then blasted out steam. I'm giving the repair job to you. Some of the guys reported a burning smell down near the boiler 2 days back. When I checked it out, there was nothing, but might be a place to start. Fred. Hey Brody, don't worry if if not back tonight. Think I might have finally found the problem with the shower system. I'm probably going to pull an all-nighter below deck to try get it fixed. Okay, English. Don't want you guys to go 2 days without a shower for my own sake, if nothing else. Ha! I hardly noticed the time passed down there anyway. Brett. Yeah, he dead. Brett is dead. Captain's log, entry 74. Brody and Fred came to me today. Brett hasn't returned or reported in from maintenance for 3 days. I've shared the news with the rest of the crew, but no one's seen him. We searched the entire ship, found his tools near the boiler covered in black soot, but he seems to be gone. Didn't seem to be the type to jump overboard, but it's looking likely. At this point, Getting the rest of the crew to believe it is proving difficult, though. They've begun moving around the ship in pairs as an unwritten rule. Hopefully they'll come to their senses in a few days and accept what's happened. Rather than believing in sea monsters, with Chekhov and Wilson sticking to their bunk, we need all the remaining crew on top form for the Pacific Crossing. Captain John McHaleson, February 18th, 1977. 8. Hopefully Ellis didn't take too long running this to you, Carlson. I want you to check out the engine room. We've checked all the connections in the castle tower, so it's definitely nothing on this side. Being without power in the Pacific isn't exactly desirable, so get to it. P.S. Ellis asked me why I didn't just fax this to you. In a power out, I think the fat's finally moved to his brain. Fred, there's a hole in the engine. It looks melted inwards. You need to send the rest of the engineering down here. There are noises from further down the shaft. I'll look for fire while waiting for the others. Bring the captain. We might need to mayday. Keep Ellis out of the way now. He's back with you. Couldn't go half a step down here without getting jumpy. Carlson. And 10. Chekhov and Wilson. I think something's gone seriously wrong. I haven't seen another pair in hours. They went to investigate the engine, but no one's come back. There's definitely a fire. I can smell them burning. I can smell them burning. You can smell burning flesh. That's never a good thing. I don't want to make any noises by banging the door. I heard Fred yelling and then he just cut off. If you wake up and find this, I'm making for the port side balcony to use the life raft. I'm leaving. I know you're sick, but we have to get off this ship. If you arrive in the next hour, I'll be waiting, Ellis. Wow, so things have gone downhill rather quickly. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's see if we can actually survive this game. Fuse, flashlight, light on. And we are on the top set of decks. I'm going to take the fire extinguisher, even though I have yet to actually find a valid use for it yet. So far it hasn't worked in any of the situations I thought it would work. I thought it would work on Big Red because big angry fire monster fire extinguisher, but it didn't work at all. Well, it might have, but no. Bad camera, bad. Oh, come on. Turn, you bloody camera. Turn! I have things to do and things on this ship to steal. Even though I still don't know exactly why I'm on this ship to begin with. Unless I'm Ellis. But why was Ellis locked inside a closet with a locker in front of it? These are questions we may want to ask. Ooh, camera, come on. Really? Oh, I can't interact with it yet. And open the door. Books. Lots and lots of books. But nothing that'll... Oh, egg timer. I heard the egg timer might actually be useful, but I'm not sure yet. There's a power switch. And a power door. So I might actually want to... Oh, you've got to be kidding. I have a cup. Death by teacup. Or small Chardonnay glass. Something. I don't know. Oh, shut up, you all. Oh my God, really? Nope. We are not playing this game. We are not playing this game. Oh, and as someone asked in one of the comments to my previous video, I honestly don't think that locking the door does any good on either of the current monsters. I know Big Red will just straight up break a door down, and I'll have to check and make doubly sure on some of my previous videos, but I'm pretty sure that Kobayashi does the exact same thing. Yeah, you don't see me. I'm in a fucking locker. Goopy, 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 goop. The goop scoop boogie. He's definitely easier to notice if he's walking around than Big Red. Big Red's footsteps echo way too much. I don't hear him, but that doesn't mean he's not there. We figured that out in the last video. Much to my general irritation. Much to my extreme rage. We were so close to getting off this damn ship. So close. Oh, come on. No. We have to pump. I do not like that camera placement. Now, I'm willing to bet I can close the door, but I don't think it'll do any good. Alright, since we are on the 5th deck, we can't actually get to the upper deck yet. But we could go to the other half of the ship if we really wanted to. And we got 2 rooms over here. Gasoline. Now, I've heard an interesting rumor about the gasoline, that you could actually use the gasoline to distract the monster somehow. I don't know if you have to light it on fire or what, but... Alright, we're gonna drop the egg timer, because if I drop the glass, it's gonna make loud noises. Now we need the chain, which is probably gonna be on, like, the 2nd or 3rd deck. But I'm gonna see if I can't go up the floor and use these items, so I can get them out of my inventory. Son of a bitch. Where's the nearest junction? If I can find the nearest junction, I can go up a step. Clearly not this way. That's one thing. I think the layout of the ships are so randomly generated that sometimes they are actually hard to distinguish things. Like, most ships in real life actually have a layout that is easy to... It's symmetrical. So, like, this part of the ship and one half of the ship will be the exact same dimensions as this part of the ship, which makes sense. But on this one, since it is procedurally generated, we don't have that luxury. It's all part of the game. So, fuse. Ooh, I need to get rid of these items then. I want to take that fuse with me. One thing that makes this game immensely more forgiving is when you can find backpacks. Backpacks make the world go around. Okay. Yeah, backpacks, just increasing your space by 1 tile is fantastic. And then duct tape, which that I don't actually think works very well, but I think I actually saw an episode of not Factor Faked, Mythbusters, where they actually did build a raft entirely out of duct tape. It didn't last long, but it did float. I wouldn't trust it. Alright, there, ooh, spotlight. And I'm actually going to drop that, just in case we do abandon all hope and go after a different ending, which you never know. This game just makes you abandon hope sometimes. I'm gonna lock that door. I don't think... I could go 1 floor down, but I'm really starting to believe that the chain is probably going to be in the lower decks. I hate cameras so much. There needs to be, like, getting spray paint or something, and you can use against the cameras. Because if you can't turn them off, you should at least be able to mute their ability to watch you. Which would be so... damn it. He was waiting. He's always waiting. And honestly, I wish crouching did more. Like, if you're crouched, you should be able to, like, not be picked up by the monster as easily. I'm gonna... I don't have it anymore because I dropped it. Dang it. I dropped it, so... I dropped the egg timer. I was actually going to try to use the egg timer and another thing of gas. Get a cup. I'm going to try something. And I'm going to leave. I doubt that's going to do anything, but one never knows. I still know so little about the mechanics in this game. Like, I've learned a lot. I found a lot of really useful items, some of which I haven't seen since I initially found them. Like the walkie-talkie, I would love to find the walkie-talkie again and actually test that out. Because that seems like it would be an amazing ability to use to get rid of the monsters. If used properly. Yes. Bulkhead. Glow stick and cups. Not... Wait, what? Oh. That's right, I dropped the glow stick to get a fuse. I did that. That's a thing I did. That's a thing that happened. Son of a bitch. Go get around the fucking corner. Oh, and I died to steam. No. No. That is bollocks. That is one thing I will say to the developers. Make it so that the steam doesn't kill you, but maybe it disorients you and makes it harder to see, because that would make more sense. Like, not just immediately killing you outright. That's extremely anticlimactic. Alright, let's hop in and try another one. That sucks. Seems to be the general rule of this game, is that everything is going to kill you whether you want it to or not. I wonder what deck we started on this time. Doot and doot. We're on a lower deck. Great. Oh, well, at least we're close to a room. And we got a light and a glow stick. That's another thing, is as we saw in our last video, I spent a lot of extra time just trying to figure out where the sub was on the ship, because it wasn't obvious. It's like mixed in with the lower decks, which makes it extremely problematic. Yay, item clipping. That's fine. Oh, I still don't know what deck we're on, so I'm going to explore the rest of this deck. That is a blocked off door, which I still don't know how to get into these blocked off doors. There has to be a purpose to them. What? No. That is another thing I recently figured out, is that apparently before, in a previous update, you weren't invulnerable when you were using those steam valves, so you could actually be killed by the steam while you're working on the steam valve, which I'd never noticed before, but I can imagine that would be extremely irritating. Alright, so I have 4 or 5 items I need for the sub. So I'm gonna go down. Fuck. And damn it, it's Big Red. It had to be Big Red. I'm still working on the theory that the steam is controlled by him. Because as you might have noticed in the notes that we read, no. In the notes that we read, that there seems to be they're all mixed in. Like, there's references to the Kobayashi monster, there's references to Big Red, and I hate this floor so much. I just cannot catch a break. Shit. Let me get to another floor. I don't want to be up here anymore. So unlike Kobayashi, he doesn't go away. He never goes away. Alright, we're gonna you in here. I still have my fuse, so I should be able to use the fuse on this thing. Which that is one thing that would be irritating, is if you like got to this point and you couldn't use anything because you didn't have a fuse. Welding torch. I don't like that all these doors are open. That is a bit bothersome. Drop that. Now I need another headlamp. And the power cell. Headlamp and a power cell. Headlamp and a power cell. God, I hate being down here. There's one thing they got right. It's not wanting to be inside the bowels of this ship. They figured out that little trick in spades. Oh, come on. Oh, I just now realize why they do this. Since these are circular, they're giving you a way to escape if you get almost cornered. It's still obnoxious, but I understand why now. The fact that they made one giant circle is kind of irritating. But I know why they did it now. It's because if you get trapped, if you're getting chased down here, if you're getting chased, you need a way to circle back or circle up, depending on what you're doing. And if you can't, you're kind of screwed. Alright, so that's the cup. I'm actually going to go back up to the top deck. Or at least one floor up, and then check this next floor. I don't know how far below I am yet. We're on 5 now, so we're actually back on the surface. So, yep, we're on a boat. We're on a boat. And there's that, which I have horrible luck with the helicopter. So we're going to ignore the helicopter. The ultimate question I have is, we've gathered at this point how Kobayashi gets around the ship. He can go through the vents, he can climb on the outside of the ship, he can spawn his little goo bubbles of death. But how does Big Red move around so freely and not be noticed as well? My first thought was the burnt floor plates, but that apparently isn't just something that's pertaining to him. Because we were on a Kobayashi playthrough and we actually saw the broken plates, the broken floor plates. So that's not it. And it would be extremely disappointing if it's just a thing, it's just a matter of life that he just teleports, because that would be stupid. Something that big and menacing doesn't need teleportation. We never find anything in the kitchen. Maybe duct tape sometimes. Glow stick. Don't need a glow stick. See the riveted floor plates. We never actually find. I hear a camera. Please don't tell me it's at the top of the stairs. It's not, but I still hear it. It's right over there. I hate them when they put them on these long hallways, because it's really hard to avoid. Like I said, we need a way to disable the cameras, unless there's one in the game already. I just haven't figured out. I mean, in retrospect, you can use any number of things to disable the camera. Wow, there's a frame rate drop right there. Ooh, lots of frame rate drop. Early access. I'm not that concerned about it. But yeah, I mean, in retrospect, there are plenty of ways with any of the items that we've gotten in this game that we could use to just destroy a camera. Like, to straight up destroy it. We could take this flashlight, for instance, and just beat the crap out of it until it stops working. Hello, Mr. Funny Pump. Still don't have the headlight. The headlight sometimes spawns out here, but it doesn't look like it did this time. Or a drill. A drill would work. A drill would work to destroy this thing. Let's go up to the captain's quarters. Or the bridge of the ship. I keep saying captain's quarters. I know it's wrong, but... And 2 glow sticks. Yeah, ooh, and a lighter. Ooh, lighter. Yeah, that doesn't help us in the slightest. God. Hopefully he goes up and stays up. And I go down. There seems to be a vastly significant, that's a statement. God, again with the frame rate drops. I don't like that. God, we're getting a lot of it this round. I wonder if they changed anything in an update. Because I shouldn't be running anything in the background but the recording software. We haven't seen it jitter like this before. Oh, you fucking bastard. Fucking turn. Do your job just a little bit less frequently. Okay, that's a door. And that's a cup and a... There is absolutely nothing over here we need. No. Can we go this way? We can. That's another thing that needs explaining, is why the cameras go off on us, but not the monster. Because going off on the monster would actually make sense, because it's warning the crew that there's an intruder. And if that thing doesn't qualify as an intruder, I don't know what does. I am going all the way through because I don't trust him not to pop up through that plating. Unless I'm trapped. And I am. Now that I think about it, I wonder how well the curtain would work as a hiding mechanic. Oh, that threw me off for a second there. I wonder how the curtains would work if you like hid behind the curtains, if they would actually work. Nothing here. Power door that I don't have a fuse for. I might just have to go back to the lower decks. Because I am not finding anything of use here. God, the clipping is kind of getting obnoxious. Oh God. I apologize for the clipping. I don't honestly know what is causing it. But like it's a little bit jarring to have it happen so often. I still need the headlamp and the power cell though. Oh my God. For some reason the frame rate for the game is going full retard. Power cell. Power cell. You can go away. Power cell. I think there was a power door 1 floor up, but I don't want to go back down. Or go back up, just in case. Oh my God, the frame rate. And it's back to normal. God damn it. This game, sometimes. Ooh, headlight. And we're dropping Mr. Pump, and picking up that, and hoping we find the power cell. There's always that one item that just eludes you. A power door. Open. Plug that in. Okay, that's another thing that they might want to look into, is if they're going to have the power doors guarded by cameras, they might want to make it so that the cameras aren't just going to be assholes about it. Do I want to take the chain? Oh, I at least know where the chain is now. I'm going to take it with me. I doubt I'm going to use it, but one never knows. I mean, I know where the pump is now, too. Which is over here. Yes. Missed a pump. Because he's going to pump you up. Well, if I get the power cell, I should be okay. If I don't get the power cell, then I might just retreat all the way to the top decks and try to find duct tape. And then I'll be good there. I kind of want to escape on the sub. I really do. I want to do a different escape. I've done the life raft already. And it worked, but it was on a playthrough where they hadn't fixed the monster pathing yet, and he kind of just spazzed out. No. Oh, stop, come on. If you were running for your life, you would immediately learn how to breathe properly when running. I hope. Otherwise, you're just dead. Oh, I'm on the bottom. Okay. I think I'm on the bottom. I'm on a boat. Ooh, power cell. And drop that. Pick up that. Now, the real test. Getting to the frickin' submarine again and remembering where it is. Actually remembering where the sub is. That doesn't help. Like I said, I don't understand why they make it so hard to find things on this ship. I could probably draw a map and still not figure out where all the items are on the ship. I know what I'm gonna do. Avoid Grumpy Gus, go one floor up, and go to the other side of the ship. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I'm going to take the well roundabout route then. Screw you. Oh my god, these security cameras. These security cameras are gonna give me a frickin' hernia. I go one floor down. No! God damn it! Screw you! Screw you, Big Red. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. That sucked. So close again, and no cigar. Alright, I'm gonna cut the episode here. As always, this has been Monstrum. It is currently in early access. If you want to know more about the game, there will be links in the description below. And as always, if you want to see more of this, make sure to like, favorite, comment, or subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or constructive criticism you want to throw my way, please do so in the comment section below. Alright, y'all have a good day, and bye-bye.